everyone, and welcome back to GNN Gaming. I am your host this evening. I am Retro right here on the GNN Gaming Network, right here on Twitch. I want to thank everybody for coming onto the stream and hanging out. I decided kind of last minute that I was gonna play some more Ocarina of Time tonight because I wasn't as happy that I didn't get as far as I wanted to last week. So I decided, you know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's jump right back in, and let's play some more Ocarina of Time. See if we can. I realized in the middle of the night, I realized what I needed to do in the Forest Temple. And I'm going to. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Trying to just get a few settings ready to go here. Alright, that's a little better. Okay. We're just going to run right past these wolfos because I don't need to deal with them. I realized exactly what I needed to do, seriously, in the middle of the night. And I was so mad, but this is the first chance I've had to come back and play. Because, adult life gets in the way of things. Let's see, I need to go this way. Yeah. And I'm so mad at myself that I realized, so far after the fact, the way I needed to go. And I'm pretty sure that I've got this right. We'll know here in a moment. But I am pretty sure that I have this right. There's only one of two ways. I just have to remember how I'm supposed to get there. But once I'm there, that can be a big deal. Come on. There we go. Hey, Chefin 2XO. Still in the Forest Temple. I realized last week. Actually, I needed to have that open. I realized last week, why I was getting stuck. But I realized it literally in the middle of the night. And it was because I remembered where the door is I didn't take. And I was so mad at myself that I didn't take it. Gotta go this way. I came down here, you get the bow. And then I backtracked. But I didn't go through this door. Is my problem. Or rather, the door that's on the other side of this room. This door. I never went through this door. So it's well, of course I, got all discombobulated and couldn't figure out where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to change quick setting here. Once I remember where I've got to go, I tend to not need a walkthrough. I shouldn't need to look at any reference going forward until I get to the Spirit Temple at the end. That'll be the one that, if any of them I need the reference for. Ed and Eddie. Hey, Medic. How you doing, brother? You're on a long-distance transport. Like, well, I mean, I know you're obviously a paramedic. I know that about you. But, like, when you say long distance, like, what do you mean long distance? Like, 20 miles, couple hours, by helicopter? That would be awesome if you were coming into my stream by helicopter. That would be amazing. Though I don't think you'd be able to hear me if you did. Patient is asleep going 2 hours south to the behavioral unit. Ooh, that sounds exciting. So my goal tonight for this is I want to finish out the Forest Temple, and then I want to take out the Fire Temple. That's my goal. At very least, I want to finish the Forest Temple, but I would love if I like... it definitely, I would at very least Forest Temple, finish the Forest Temple off, but if I can get to the Fire Temple. The Fire Temple is actually a very quick temple, once you kind of have your way around. But I should be good. Yes, I know. Thank you, Navi. Go away. You're always safe on ladders, too. Like... with the wall masters that come and like capture you, you're always safe if you're on a ladder. They won't come and get you that way. Hey, listen, I know it, right? And of course, I say that as I get caught by a wall master. That's alright, I know where I'm going now, so it's fine. You will never see me deliberately use Navi at any point in this game. It's never gonna happen. Kind of like when you're young Link and they're like, yeah, call Saria if you need help. And I'm like, no, look, I'm not one of those people incapable of making a phone call. I just no, like, no. I can't stand dialogue in Zelda games. It goes so stinking slow. Which, I get it. And don't get me wrong, like, the first 20 times you go through it, it's great, because, you know, you know what you need to know. You know? The story, the depth, the world building, it's all, you know, excellent and whatnot. It's definitely one of those where it's like, at this point in the game, I'm like, I really don't need your help, you know, defeating enemies. It's fine. Although, I think I have a fairy in one of these. Over here. Heart. Give me a fairy. Do we have a fairy? No. We'll take the green rupee, even though I don't need it. Give me a fairy. Do we see fairy? No. Okay, never mind then. Because I got an empty bottle. See if we can not get caught by the wall master. Yeah, we'll just do that. I've been trying to debate on like what Nintendo 64 game I want to do next. Some people have requested Rogue Squadron, which I think would be a lot of fun. I've also thought about breaking out my copy of Star Fox. I'll tell you, there is a Nintendo 64 game I would love to do. I have been trying to track down a copy of for a very long time. It is very expensive to buy new, and I've seen people sell them, but what I don't know is I don't know if they're reproduction cartridges and if they're going to work as well, because reproduction carts don't tend to work that, stellar. It's Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. And the game is bizarre and delightful and just all kinds of amazing things. And it's fun to play, and it's so... There's so many, like, Japanese tropes and, like, cultural things in the game that, like, don't translate smoothly in American culture, and it's one of the things I love about the game, is that charm that it has. I have been trying to find a copy of it for some time because I foolishly traded my copy when I was a kid to a guy at school. And I have regretted it for many, many years. And brand new right now, it's going for like 140, 150 for like a verified new, still in-box copy of the game. And you can find ROMs of it, but they're not as good. Alright, we got a little puzzle we gotta solve here. I think I have to... I think this is the one of those I have to... No? I don't have to engage it? Oh, I know why, because I have to do what I've done with all the others. That's right. So now we get a little puzzle that they give you, honestly, way too much time to solve. Well, it lights automatically when when you beat the Poe. Come on. Grab it. Thank you. It's a jackal. Nope, I wasted too much time moving that other block, so that it's going to reset here in a moment. I wasted too much time moving this block, but that's okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, shut up. We all make mistakes. I spent too much time moving the other block is what killed me. Come on. Yay. All right. And that brings us back to the main room where we fight the last one. This one's really easy because when they have all four, the real one will like spin around in a circle, where the others will just stay turning, but one of them will do an actual like spin around. What if the arrow has more effect? Oh, come on. Not you, it's... Nope. Yeah. So what happens, that's the only downside, is if you Z-target the wrong one, it's real easy to like lose your spot. Alright. Okay. So our boss of this level is Phantom Ganon. He's not terribly difficult. He's got a couple stages to him, but he's not bad. Solving this room almost takes longer than it does to actually beat Phantom Ganon. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Many opinions on that. What, as far as beating Phantom Ganon? The other way, it takes you longer to beat him. So there's also a funny thing you can do, and I'm gonna try it. I've never tried it before. I just know it can be done, but I'll give it a shot, and I'm gonna surprise you with what it is. But part of the battle of Phantom Ganon is that you have to knock his shots back to him, and I believe you can use an empty bottle to accomplish that. I've seen it done. I've never actually attempted it myself, but I'm kind of tempted to try since I have an empty bottle in my inventory. Don't we all? Alright, so I've got that room already. No. Because I stepped on the magic switch. I've also toyed with playing, like, the hard thing for me is like deciding what to play, and this isn't like me trying to like brag or anything like that. My video game library is kind of ridiculous, to put it simply, as far as what's available to me, and that actually works against me because I never know what I want to play, and a lot of times I don't end up finishing the game that I'm playing because it's like, oh, I want to move on. It's very ADD, like I want to move on to something else and play something else for a while, and I don't end up like always completing games to go through because of it. So like I've thought about going back and doing the first Witcher game, which I could probably get away with on stream. I haven't played. I have it, but I haven't played enough of it to know that if like the nudity or anything is going to be a factor, if it's in there, the way it is in Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. But it's a very different. I mean, it's a very different game, very different style of gameplay than Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. Entirely different because it's PC. Witcher 1 was never released on any console. So I've toyed with that idea. But then it's also like, well, breaking out like my old Nintendo 64 games. Your dog watches this careful with the nudity. I know, man. I know. I know. I get it. I get it. If this were like my personal channel, I probably would care less, honestly. But since it isn't my personal channel, I kind of feel like, because I am, for those of you who don't know, GNN, it stands for Geek News Now, which is geeknewsnow.net, which actually I started on as a journalist for them, and I still write articles from time to time. In fact, I had one go up today talking about our friends over at Metallic Dice Games. And we have a, to that point, coming up next week, not only is it Christmas, we have a Dungeons & Dragons charity game happening next week, which is really cool, and it's going to be loads of fun, and it's going to be, like, we did it in October, we raised a bunch of money for Operation Supply Drop, we're doing it again this year for St. Jude Children's Hospital. So watch us. We're going to have some different incentives and stuff available, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be live streaming it on YouTube, Facebook, and then we will be simulcasting it to Twitch as well. So come up here, and then we try to leave, and oh no! There's paper-thin spikes in our way. Phantom Cannon. Alright, I don't need it just yet, but we are going to stack an empty bottle just because. Alright, I gotta see which one he's coming out of. Let's see where he's coming out. Where are you coming from? Oh, of course, the one that's right behind me. There we go. He missed. No big deal. Empty bottle, empty bottle, empty bottle. Ah, lame. I used to know how to spot which one was him, and I don't remember what the trick is that spots the correct one. I believe it's when he's slightly off-center. Is that it? No. There we go. Okay. Now this is just annoying. Come on. Man. And this is why we pack a ferry. Alright, here we go, with the bottle. Let's try it. Haha! It works! Oh, that's alright. I got a ferry. We're good. That was nuts. There we go. And that's Phantom Ganon. We beat him partially with a bottle. Yay, extra heart. And there's a fairy fountain that we're going to pass on our way out, so that'll be useful. And then next stop is going to be, we're going to go back to Kakariko Village Town after all this fun dialogue. We should get the song that will warp us back to the Temple of Time, and then we'll head to Kakariko Village. The empty bottle is the only object that can be used like that in that fight, and you can use it in the Ganondorf fight later on at the end. And it's because you have to have an object that you can swing. Masks just pop on and off your face. You can't... I don't know if you can use the Deku Stick. I've never seen anybody do it. The Deku Stick, I think, would be the only other object you could use as Adult Link that would actually do it aside from a sword. Theoretically, any weapon, I guess, would work. Yeah, the Deku Stick theoretically could do it. Now, in the Deku Stick actually, when you hit an enemy with the Deku Stick, I think in the Japanese version of the game, like a true Japanese cartridge, I think the Deku Stick did the same amount of damage as the Jump Slash, but because like nobody knew, oh, it took me here. Okay, never mind, that works. But because the Deku Stick breaks so easily and is primarily used to, light things on fire, that's terrifying. Like, nobody thought to use it that way, but, like, I think in the Japanese version, the Deku Stick was, like, super overpowered. But they also had a different move set. So in the Japanese version of the game, if you watch Japanese speedrunners, they don't have a jump slash. They have a crouch and stab that they do, which is not a move that we have in the NTSC US version of the game. And being able to do the crouch stab lets you get what's called infinite sword glitch, which tricks the game into thinking that your sword is always out and attacking, even when it's not. So you just run up to enemies and you do damage without hitting anything, without doing anything. The game, you do it just right, and the game thinks that your sword is always stuck in this forward motion, even though it's visibly not. How people figure that stuff out, I have no idea, but I love watching speedrunners. More dialogue, more dialogue, more dialogue. I've heard some theories in this, that in this one, Princess Zelda is actually your sister, because you never hear about the queen. In any Zelda game, it's always the king of Hyrule. So the theory is that the mother who had the prophecy was trying to save her boy was actually the queen of Hyrule. And so that would make you Zelda's brother in this timeline, which kind of makes the whole thing feel a little incestuous, I guess. Can I say incestuous on stream? I think I can. It's a word. It's in the dictionary. Look it up. Yay! And now things are less cursed here and less terrible. Not by much, but a little bit. No, Navi. We're not talking about it. Hey, my horse is still here. Awesome. Ride, Epona, ride! Hi-ho, Silver! Just not over barely uneven ground. What are you talking about? You talking about Epona? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, it took me a second, because, like, I usually am just talking off the top of my head, so, like, sometimes when people respond, I'm like, I don't know. What do you what is it that you like most so far that I just kind of randomly go off the top of my head all the time? Like, my whole deal is to always go for the joke. Whenever I can and whenever humanly possible, I try to go for the joke. I think in order to travel back and forth, I think, yep, here it is. Gives you stuff to bounce back with. Yeah, my thoughts are all over the place, but like I studied improv years ago, when I was full-time magician and I was on the road a lot more, doing shows. I took up several classes to hone my entertainment skills. So things like I took ballroom dancing so I could learn how to move more fluidly, move with music. I was already a martial artist, so I'm pretty good with my balance. But I took ballroom dancing lessons at one point so I could learn to move with music a little better. I took voice lessons so I could learn to project my voice without yelling, and singing lessons and things like that so that my voice had a richer tone when I needed it to. And I took improv, stuff because I wanted to be able to play with the audience more. And back then, I was getting a lot more. I was in some rough shows. I've done magic shows in nightclubs and places that I probably shouldn't have been, if you take my meaning, doing shows. But I went where the gig was. And so you get the drunks in the crowd and you get the hecklers, and you learn to kind of bounce back with them a little bit. And to not take yourself so seriously. That's the other thing about improv that people, I think, miss, is that you watch the masters of improv, and I'm going to use the obvious one, Robin Williams. He wasn't afraid to laugh at himself. He wasn't afraid to kind of poke fun at himself. He used himself as the butt of his own jokes sometimes because it moved the improv along. So you kind of learn to not take yourself quite so seriously, which is a lot of fun. But that also means that one of the I say all of that to get to where that's where some of my randomness comes from. Is one of the exercises you do is just free thinking, non-connected, non-linear thoughts. Just one thought flows directly into the other. How can you keep going? Can you keep going? How long can you go and talk? And if you can't talk, can you sing? If you can't sing, can you dance? What are you going to do? What's your movement? What's your next thing you're going to do? Are you going to be ready if somebody needs you to respond, have a joke, have a heckle? So that was important lessons I've learned over the years. Back when I didn't have a beard and my hair was much shorter. I was about 30 pounds lighter back then too. Alright. Let's go to, let's work our way up to Death Mountain. We are going to get the bigger quiver, though. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to do one. I don't have to have it, but I'm going to do one attempt at getting the bigger quiver, and that's done here in Kakariko Village. Yeah. Surprisingly, I had this feeling that Opono would just despawn, and I'd have to call her, which is fine. But I'm always a little bit pleasantly surprised that the game remembered where I left her last. It's little details like that that I really appreciate. Alright, so we're going to do the shooting gallery game, and if we can get all of them, then... Nope. Alright, if I can get the rest of them, at least I should get a free game. Nope. Okay. There we go. Big quiver. That's going to make something we're going to do later a lot easier when we go to deal with the Gerudos. Right now, we need to get a fire tunic, and I'm going to change the mood lighting of the room since we are going to the fire dungeon. Yay, mood lighting. I try not to brag about the size of my quiver, you know, how many arrows it can hold. So there's two ways you can get a fire tunic in this. You can buy one, or you can earn one, basically, for lack of a better way of putting it. And we're going to go the earn option, because it is slightly easier, I think, just because to buy it is very expensive, and kind of also a pain in the neck. But we'll see if I can time this right. I am one level too low. Shut up, Navi. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to go into first-person view. Okay, so he's rolling that direction. So if I can drop a bomb and have it go off in front of this guy, he will give me a fire tunic. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll give this a shot now. Ah, so close. So he hugs the inside turn a bit. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So now I know this is where he needs to be. Okay, here he comes. Oh. Quick second too late. Just off on the timing a bit. We'll get it. This is still the easier option. Believe it or not. And he'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Haha! Got him! I am Retro! Alright, cool. Yeah, this is not a good time for an autograph. Ba, 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 ba. Volvagia. Not quite as rude as it sounds. We get the Megaton Hammer, which I feel like is like the oddest name for a Zelda weapon. Like you have the Master Sword, and the hook shot, and the boomerang, and the fairy bow, and you have the Megaton Hammer. The most annoying part of the Fire Temple to me is the most annoying part of the Fire Temple to me are the keys, which are flying around because they're on fire, and they're just the most annoying of the enemies, in my opinion. Alright. Grab them by the nipples and pull. Actually, that's not what it looks like you're grabbing, to be honest, but we're just gonna go inside of here. Yay, now we're inside Death Mountain. Where am I at on heart pieces? Okay. And we're about to learn my favorite of the warp songs you learn as an adult. The Bolero of Fire. The passion of friendship will soon blossom into a righteous power, and through it you will know which way to go. This song is dedicated to the power of the heart. Listen to the Bolero of Fire. Alright. Now we press on. Ah! And now we die. Way to go, Devin. All right. One of the things that like really made this game like so stunningly beautiful on the Nintendo 64 is that the environments, like, the environments aren't computer generated. And what I mean by that is they, all of your backgrounds were paintings, basically, that were put against blank walls when they created the environment. So it's an image that's loaded, not individual rocks or individual whatever. It's basically an image pasted into the background of the game. So it gives you, and it's done so well that it makes you feel like you're inside of it, but it allowed them to dedicate more memory and resources to the actual gameplay itself, because you were very limited on a cartridge back then, what it could do. And an Ocarina of Time pushed the limits of what a 64, like it maxed out 64. So he's going to take on the fire-breathing dragon. So while he's trying to do with the dragon, we're going to go free the Gorons that are prisoners here, because if we don't, they'll become food for Volvagia. And the first one we're going to free is in this room. How convenient. Come on. So we're going to go this way first. Because, if memory serves... here there are fairies. And we need a couple. Just to have for, you know, fun. There we go. All set. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna free this. And every time you free Goron, you get a key. So you ultimately have to free all of them. And so it's kind of like in this, if you don't free them all, then you know you don't have all the keys. They'll tell you secrets of what to do, but that's how you free them, is you have to talk to them. Yay! Done. Okay. Let's see if I can remember the right way to do all of this. Okay. Jump over here. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna jump over here. Jump on this. And this door. Some of these doors are fake. That's why I was checking. Free this Goron. Okay. Get more secrets. What to do. Yay. And we're gonna de-equip my fairies because I don't want to use them on accident. So I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that. Perfect. which this song is. I think it's Song of Time. Okay. The secret with this room is literally just kneel down and hold up your shield and just turn to face them. They won't hit you or hurt you. The only thing I think in here is a gold skull shield, but we'll get him anyway since we're in here. We've got this like to deal with. So. Yay. Hey, we got some rupees out of it, so it's not a total loss. Alright. Does it for that side of the room. This is a false. It's just a breakable wall. Blow it open. Yay! Next part. Free this Goron. And then we're done in this room. Well, in that last room. Like, if memory serves, the whole secret to the fire dungeon is just making sure you explore the entire room that you're in. Because for the most part, you have everything you need already to solve whatever puzzle is in that room. Save for a couple where we need the Megaton Hammer, which we're going to get here in a little bit. But by and large, you're given everything you need to start with to get most of the keys that you need. You just have to like take the time to actually look through the room. Alright. So this. One of the reasons I wanted the bigger quiver is to have the extra arrows. So I can shoot these guys out. Because again, keys annoy me. They're like the most annoying Zelda enemy to me. I love how physics work in this. Like, at any point that block normally would have like fallen over the edge, but instead it makes you push the entire thing off before it drops. And that just cracks me up. Which, that was a mechanic that they fixed in Breath of the Wild, of course, where you actually have a physics of things falling down. Alright. And we're not going to deal with these guys because they're annoying. Don't have to. Although if you ever need like more magic, like messing with them, killing them is the way to get it. Because that's pretty much all they give you is more magic. Green potion. And I used to do the timing of this part of the puzzle all wrong until I learned how to do it, literally just do it correctly. Because there's a switch over here that you have to hit that's on a timer. This guy. I used to hit that with my sword, have to come over, jump over here, jump up here, climb up this, and try to get back up here before time ran out. No. That's... You drop a bomb, you jump up here, you wait for it to explode, and oh look! Now you have enough time to climb this and get out of here before the fire re-engages. Big strong man. Like, Link is like ridiculously strong. I know at this point, like, you get the power bracelet as a kid from the Gorons, but let's face it, at this stage, Link is like a beast. We're gonna go counterclockwise through here. Avoid that. Yeah, Link's proportionate strength is kind of ridiculous. But, you know, video game. Maybe Hylians are just, like, crazy strong. Who knows? Plus, you gotta respect any man that can pull off tights. Goodness gracious, great balls of Gorons. I like it. Let's see. We are doing this, which opens that. We're going to walk carefully. I think this is the map. And not even a warning, just right in the eye. That would be like a terrible way to die, because you wouldn't die from that right away, right? Like, if you took an arrow to the eye like that, you wouldn't die right away. Not necessarily. Like, it would go through the eye and into the brain, but, like, you would still be alive for a very brief amount of time, like, long enough to feel what happened. Because it would either hit the left side or the right side of the brain. It wouldn't necessarily disrupt total brain function. So it would totally suck. Don't get me wrong. It'd be a terrible time. Come on. I believe this is the key. I need to go back to that room and do that. Yay. I always wondered if Link could hear the victory music of, like, when he picks it up, like, does he hear that music and go, what is that? I will definitely not be doing the water temple tonight, though. Because even at my fastest, the water temple is still, like, again, no cheats, no glitches. My fastest, the water temple is still a solid hour for me to get through. So I'm just not even gonna... I thought about, like, how far do I want to try to go tonight? And yeah, I don't want to. We're just gonna not do that. See, I don't have the key to get up there, so I gotta go this way. Yes, I know. Come on. This is a nice little shortcut back to the front if we needed to use it, but I'm not going to. There's actually a faster way that once I need to use it, I'll use. It's actually faster, like, at a certain point. I don't know, I may or may not do it, but it's technically faster at a certain point to use the Bolero of Fire to warp back to the beginning of the temple and then go back in, because of what you have to do at the beginning. Like, there's a section at the very beginning that you need the Megaton Hammer to deal with. But this level's pretty well designed so that you do end up making the full loop back around without going too far out of your way. That. Let's see. We're gonna go over here, and we're going to go over here. Break this, which opens that up. We'll go here, and there, and then over here. Back over here. And we can jump across here. This thing. Take a nice running jump, and we made it. Yay! And that does it for this room. Get the key we need to move on. A little bit of backtracking. That's okay. It actually works out that we go this way, because it's almost faster. Oh, come on. Stupid rolling boulder things. Not that one. Should be over here. Move, move. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with the gold sculptula. That's not the room I want. There it is. This is what I want. No! No, 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 no! Land in the fire, land in the fire. Ah, lame. That sucks. Alright. Not the shortcut I wanted to take. And that was the wrong door to take on top of it. Alright, try this again. I just got a little overconfident, wasn't paying attention to my footing. Story of my life, right? Good news is, this part's already done. But I still have to, oh, it's still gonna make me climb up there. Really? Lame. Up we go. Believe it or not, we're actually making really good progress through this level. When I don't fall down things. And now we have a nice shortcut. Pretty handy. Moving right along. Yeah, we'll just go back through here. That's fine. Because... yes, I know we're going to move away from the giant wall of fire. And the flaming skulls while we're at it. Come on. Yes, I know. Wall of fire. Go away. My movement has been so off tonight. There we go. I think this is the compass. This should be the compass. It's not the Megaton Hammers, it should be the compass. It makes navigating this part of it a little easier because there's several doors in this room and it's hard to kind of... it's easy to get turned around. So I like it for this part. Normally I just ignore having the compass, but I like it's useful here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I picked up 2 fairies at the very beginning. And that is a false door. They do not fall down there. Same thing with this one. Not, I understand like the concept behind Navi, but Navi to me is still like, of all the companion characters you get, at least in Twilight Princess, Midna was like useful. Navi is just, hey, listen, like no. Although the whole premise of Majora's Mask is that you're trying to find Navi, so you know. Apparently Navi means something to Link. It was the entire storyline premise of Majora's Mask at the beginning. It talks about trying to find a lost friend. It's talking about him trying to find Navi. Whew, that was close. Bombs. Heart. Yay. False door that reveals a real door. You can always tell the false doors, like if you know what you're looking for, by the hair on your cheeks. Alright, and I need, for this battle, I need this. Get this dancer dude. I think this is the last version of him. Yeah. Yep, there we go. And that's mini boss number 1. Not too bad. Need more arrows, though. I should have some here shortly. And do the same dealio with this that I did with the last one. The only other thing I could have done before doing this, realistically, I could have gone to Zora's Domain and dealt with the ice that's there. I could have, to a degree, and I could have already gotten the Lens of Truth, but I don't, storyline-wise, I don't really need to do those things, so I didn't. Alright, this is where movement's going to be tricky. Because this is the Megaton Hammer. I was actually really surprised I made that first try. I didn't think I would. Yay, Megaton Hammer! Oh, hey, arrows. Cool. Need those. Yay, down we go. Get some arrows just to make this easier. Like, how heavy are these boxes if they can hold that switch down when it takes your body weight to push it down anyway? And he's just like hoisting it over its head like it's nothing. Oh, I gotta look at the song again. I used to have all these memorized. The switch looks rusted. Yes, I know. That's why I hit it with a giant hammer. Yep, I gotta go back there to get the boss key. I don't have the gauntlet yet. I do not have the silver gauntlet yet. Alright, cool. No. It's not, I came out the wrong side. We're going to pump you up. Link, the original super soldier. We are almost done with this dungeon already. Which is cool. See ya, Chefin. 2XO. Thanks for coming to hang out. Oh, that was. Oh, okay. I misread like what you were saying. Oh, just wait. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know you've done everything right when you get to this point and you have, like, all your keys. Oh, hearts, 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 hearts. Yay! Everyone's dead. Come out now. I like how Legend of Zelda displays the practical use of a weapon. Like, for example, using a shield. It will be extremely effective in battle when you have to block giant floor tiles flying at you. Like, the realism is just astounding. Another one of these guys. slurp slurp rather than like. So I guess the Megaton Hammer could probably be also used to deflect Ganondorf's shots, but your timing would have to be like absolutely perfect for that, because he swings it slightly slower than he does his sword. Come back here. Missed that round. Otherwise, that would have been the end of him. But alright. Oh, you're on the other side now. Of course you are. There we go. Man. Whew. I think I'm not careful enough. I take way too much damage and tend to damage boost through things kind of ridiculously. Like, oh yeah, it's not really going to affect me. Yeah, it does, because the game just registers weapon and deflection. Like, it registers anything that swings as a weapon. Even though the bottle can't damage anything, because it can be swung to grab stuff, it like recognizes that as a deflecting weapon, I guess you could be classified. That's how you would call it. Hey! Now we can go to the boss room, beat Volvagia, and be done with this dungeon. Yeah, this one's not hard. It's not bad. The water temple takes the longest, but that's because you have to like go through so many levels, and you have to keep changing the order of things. And I remember the first time I did the water level, I think it took me 7-8 hours to get through it. And now, if I can do everything in the right order, I can do it in under an hour. But we're not going to do that tonight. That'll be next time I stream. I am going to play this all the way through. I am going to play it all the way to the end. And we are going to beat Ganondorf. It's the longest of all the dungeons. The Shadow Temple, not that long. Spirit Temple, not that long. The Water Temple is the longest. And honestly, like, it used to be one of those things where I would play this game up until the Water Temple, and then I would just like stop playing because I didn't want to do the Water Temple. But once I got okay at it, and I don't want to say I'm good at it because I don't know that I'm good at this game at all, realistically. But once I got like more comfortable with it, I didn't mind the Water Temple so much. The boss battle is annoying. Yeah, the whole game is one giant dungeon. And that's one of the things that I love about Zelda, is that it's a, you know, the puzzles don't stop. And that's something that was a big criticism of Breath of the Wild, is that it was like, well, we were used to having specific dungeons. In every Zelda game before it, we had specific dungeons. Why don't we have dungeons? Now we've got these shrines, and then we've got like... But realistically, the core of Zelda was that everything is a puzzle, everything is an adventure. The whole game is an adventure. And people lost sight of that. And really, if you've ever played the original Legend of Zelda on NES, Breath of the Wild is that game, just done, you know, expanded upon. But it's the storyline is very linear in a lot of ways. And so... You know, the very first Zelda game was very random. Yeah, you had dungeons, but it was still very random. You had no clear direction to go. You had no helper fairies to give you a clue of what to do. You just had to run around until you figured out the dungeons. There's actually a way, if you know where the final dungeon is, you can start that game and go straight there. You will get destroyed because you have no powered up weapons, and you have no powered up weapons, and you have no extra hearts, but it is possible to actually beat the game in like right at the beginning of the game if you know what you're doing. And we bonk him on the head like the biggest like whack-a-mole. gonna play Whack-A-Dragon. Come on. I didn't do near enough damage that time. Alright, let's see. Alright, where's he coming out? Where's he coming out? Yeah, this is like, you have to kind of be more, if this level more than the others, you have to be more environmentally aware, because if you're standing on these, you'll get burned. You've got boulders falling, you've got him flying around. So this required, like, technically not a difficult boss, but you have to be more, like, environmentally aware of what's going on to survive it. I just imagine Link, like, as an adult, trying to explain this to his grandkids. Like, yeah, there's this huge dragon that nobody's seen in thousands of years, and he, you know, I beat him with a giant metal hammer given me by the Gorons. Where I was made a swarm brother of the Gorons. And yeah, and we played whack-a-mole with the dragon. Run, 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 run. Hey, Lego Vader! Welcome to the party. Alright. Find the dragon, find the dragon. Where is he at? Is he on the left? Is he on the right? Where's he coming out? What's the deal? Haha! Oh, that's okay. I have fairies! They give me life! Sorry, that was mean. I have had way too much caffeine tonight. Vader is here, so yes, it is now a party. We can all begin. The only downside to the Megaton Hammer is because it's a two-handed weapon, like, I can't pull out my shield. I have to put it away, pull out my shield, and then pull it back out. Thankfully, like, he changes weapons really quickly, so it's not a huge deal. Ah! Come on! Stand up! There we go! That's the boss fight! One of the funny things about this to me is that they actually got kind of the anatomy of a snake correct. Like, that's what their skeleton looks like. Hey, Dark Angel, welcome on! Happy to see you. It's a wonderful Tuesday evening. We're more than halfway through the game. We have 5 out of 8 dungeons down. Wolf is... she's in the other room. I'm not actually sure what Wolf is doing right now. But she's here. She's fine. Things are going well. Just playing some Zelda. This will be the... I might stream late Thursday night. But I've got kind of a long weekend with my kids coming up. So I'm going to kind of take a lot of that time and spend it with them. But I may come back like late Thursday night to do the next temple. Which I'm thinking what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Trying to decide what I should do right now. Because there's a lot to do with the water temple. Like, because you have to do the ice cavern before you can do the water temple. So I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I don't have a lot of time left. Actually, I'm right at the end of my stream, so this is perfect. I mean, I know you guys just came on, but I am at the end of my stream. But I will be back. I'll tell you what, I'll come back on 9 p.m. Eastern, give or take, around that time frame, around 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. So be sure to check it out. I hope everybody's doing really, really well. Happy to see you guys here. Yeah, always good to see you guys. So, let me see. I think there's a fairy here that I can go see that'll get a cool sword technique. But how are you doing, Dark Angel? While I've got you for a minute, are you doing well? And you, Vader? Good. Glad. Definitely glad to hear it. And also, I have a Dark Angel. I have a good. Anytime I'm on this stream and I'm doing this game, if I die and a fairy doesn't revive me, so if I die and I have to start a section over, then I will play Truth or Truth with you guys, where you can ask me any question. I have to answer it truthfully. No ifs, ands, or buts. So that's gonna be a thing. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna warp back to the Temple of Time. I'm gonna save my game there. And I think that's where I'm gonna end. So I have yet to die and not be revived by a fairy. Hasn't happened yet, but as soon as it does, after every death, I will play a round of Truth or Truth with the audience. And I know, Dark Angel, you would have a field day with that, I'm sure. But I love you guys. Thanks for being on my stream. I will see you guys, for those of you who are able to make it, Thursday night, Lego Vader. Good luck with the new show starting on Thursday. Be sure to check out all the content happening over at Geek News Now, geeknewsnow.net, Geek News Now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. We are all over the place. Also, if you want to catch past gaming streams, we are downloading them off of Twitch, because they only stay up on our Twitch VOD for 2 weeks. We are downloading them and we are uploading them to YouTube, where you can watch them as many times as you like and see my goofy face and Wolf Angel and several of our other streamers that we have and have had. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Be sure to go check out all that amazing content happening over there. And have a wonderful night, guys. So take care, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.